Hi guys, this is Simon Sage from Into Mobile. Today we're taking a look at the BlackBerry Torch 9810. As you can see from the outside here, it looks an awful lot like the original 9800 launched last summer. It's available across a bunch of carriers, US, Canada, Europe, worldwide. Just a quick hardware tour here. On the front we've got the optical trackpad, back key, menu key, phone key, hang-up key, as well as power. Over here we've got volume rocker. Buttons are kind of nice, kind of rubberized feel there. And down here we've got a two-step camera key. It can also be remapped to any other applications or functions you like. On the back here, the battery door has kind of a neat new style, but nothing particularly special there. 5 megapixel camera there, plus LED flash. The camera can shoot 720p video now, which is kind of nice. And on this side we've got the micro USB slot. Up top we've got the same old mute key and lock key. Mute is also used for pause play in the media player, which is definitely handy, although sometimes irritating. My ongoing problem with this style of button is that it's really easy to accidentally tap the mute key, so you'll be in the dentist's office and accidentally hit it and your heavy metal will start playing, so it's less than convenient sometimes. It also means that if you put it top down into your pocket, it can accidentally unlock pretty easily. The slide-out keyboard here is more of the same from RIM. Very easy to type on. A bit smaller than the other BlackBerries, but it's got that fret design there to separate each row, and it's generally nice to type on. That being said, BlackBerry is built for email and messaging. Here in the messages folder you get a whole bunch of different forms of communication plopped in the same place, including email, BlackBerry Messenger, Facebook, Twitter, Google Talk, AIM, text messages, the whole 9 yards. This is really kind of the key spot for BlackBerry, and it performs as well as always. Scrolling is a bit snappier here than you might be used to. That is thanks in part, no small part, to the 1.2 gigahertz processor and 768 megabytes of RAM. Those are both new feats for all of RIM's new devices. Of course, the browser also benefits from the new processor. It pulls up pages really quickly. Plus, there's HSPA Plus support in here, so that means you're pulling stuff down at 14.4 megabits per second if the carrier supports it. There's no flash support in the browser, unfortunately, but when RIM flips the switch on QNX phones early next year, I think it would be a safe assumption that that would be included, since it's in the playbook. This is pulling up Into Mobile's front page. We've got a bunch of ads there. It's not a mobile site, so it might take a second there, but the browser is still light years ahead of the old 9800 browser, so it's definitely a welcome change of pace, considering traditionally BlackBerry browser hasn't been really all that good. So that is just about done loading. We've got everything rendering correctly. I've tried out the browser on a bunch of different benchmarks, and it fares extremely well, just in terms of compatibility and stuff. JavaScript runs totally fine now. It used to be that was a big bottleneck for RIM devices. So that is still loading, but we should be able to pan around relatively easily here. You can double tap to zoom in, and it'll rearrange the text so that it fits within the width of the screen there. We can click through on one of our articles here. So yeah, I mean the screen here isn't quite as big as the Torch 9850s. Which is 3.7 inches, but this one here is 3.2 inches, and it's a 360 by 480 display, so just as sharp as the new Bold 9900, but you got a bit more screen real estate. Text pulls up super crisply here, and yeah, it's definitely pretty nice. There are a few other new things here. There's still no mobile hotspot here. That was one of the rumored additions, but there is an accelerometer or a magnetic compass in here. I can pull up the compass here. Normally it's used for augmented reality applications, but we can see here it can tell which direction you're facing. Cool enough. There's also an interesting tie-in here to find your location and point you somewhere else. So let's say I want to go to the mall around the corner here. It'll put a little blue dot there, and I can start facing that away. So kind of neat. I'm not sure if I would necessarily navigate this way as compared to just pulling something up in Google Maps, but the fact that they have this tied in with the native BlackBerry maps, which is much easier on data, is kind of nice. Another kind of application that is new to BlackBerry are 3D games. The AT&T version of the 9810 is coming preloaded with Need for Speed Shift. EA already included that in the BlackBerry Playbook, a similar version to it. Unfortunately, since I've got a Rogers SIM card in here, I'm stuck with the 3D roller coaster game, which is free on all BlackBerries. I've been getting a few hourglassing issues here. This is a larger game. I mean, given it has to pull in a lot of resources from on the 4 gigabytes of onboard storage, but once it does, it runs relatively smoothly. I don't usually have to wait this long though, so I mean, typically you'd think that the new processors and the additional RAM would kind of make lags like this a thing of the past. That was kind of the hope anyway. But here we go. Oh, it's also asking for BBM stuff here. That's a new initiative RIM's doing to open up their proprietary instant messaging network to third-party developers. So your applications can become more social in a number of different ways. For example, in this, you could send chats to people as they're playing or invite people to play with you. There's a bunch of different possibilities for it. So it's definitely interesting. I'll show you a quick run at the career mode here. So you see there's a little meter there in the bottom left. It can tell how fast I want these guys to go based on how much I'm tilting it. I can bring them to a stop there or push them out at full tilt. So yeah, it's a nice novelty to finally have 3D graphics on a BlackBerry. It's kind of old hat for Android and iPhone at this point, but better late than never, eh? So the last thing I want to show you guys is BlackBerry Music. It's a new service that RIM started rolling out recently. Here, I'll show you universal search here. You just start typing and it starts pulling up applications or data from the web or what have you. So there we go, we've got BBM Music. BBM Music is something new RIM currently has in beta. For $5 a month, you basically get to add 50 songs to your playlist. They have licenses with all the big publishers, Universal, EMI, Sony, all that jazz. And you get to share those songs with your BBM Music contacts. Those contacts can in turn be associated with your BBM buddies. So if I want to leap into a conversation with one of my buddies here, I can invite him to BBM if I don't already have him. And if I do, I can launch into a conversation. You can also leave comments on your friends' picks, and you can also shuffle everything that everybody has here. So it's an interesting idea. You know, it's very different from the standard on-demand streaming service that you tend to see for mobile apps. But I figure if you're going to be willing to spend $5 a month anyway, you're probably going to be willing to spend $10 a month to not be limited to 50 songs and the sometimes questionable taste of your friends. So it's a tricky proposition. I do applaud RIM for trying something new, though. I'm just not sure that I would necessarily sign on for it. Anyway, that is the BlackBerry Torch 9810. Be sure to swing by intomobile.com for our full review.